You ever heard of Friedrich Nietzsche?
Probably.
Like a philosopher.
Hmm.
And I think it was him. I hope I'm not wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm a terrible philosophy minor. But he said, if humanity got everything they wanted, if they got cakes and they got to eat whatever they wanted and have whatever they wanted, and all things worked out for them all the time,
Hmm.
some motherfucker would just start breaking shit just for something interesting to happen.
Yeah.
Some nigga will just start going crazy just to be like, yo, this shit was boring, my nigga. You gotta shake this bitch up. Somebody is gonna be the bad guy. Somebody's gonna be the bad guy just because.
It's like the person who brings the gun to the party, and
Yup.
everybody's like, "Why?"
Exactly. That's a fucking perfect point, bro. It's the nigga who brings the gun to the party. Why you need that?
It's a party. Neutral.
Bro, okay, you bring your gun to the party. Why you had to bust it at some nigga that wasn't really bothering you? Like, yeah, he was talking a lot of shit, but like, yo, you didn't need to pull out your gun on him. God damn.
Yeah,
That's exactly what that is, bro. That's the hood version of Friedrich Nietzsche. My son Z. My son Z. That shit was fire. It's always a nigga who brings the fucking gun to the party. Always. Like, you know what they said, that's true though. Like they said, like no matter how good it is, there's always it's a part of like psychology of humanity. Like there's always gonna be criminals.
Yeah.
No matter how good society is, there's always gonna be criminals. Like everything works out, there's gonna be criminals. There's always gonna be some nigga that just wanna break the rules just because. And I get that because that's how I was in high school. I was that kid. Like I wanted to subvert the rules just because I wanted to. Like not that they were hard to follow or nothing. It was just like it's much more fun to not follow that shit. Because then it's like, you know, like I could do whatever I want. I fuck what these niggas think. Fuck these niggas. What they gonna do? They gonna call my mom? Fuck these niggas. I don't fuck all that shit. Do whatever I want, nigga. There's always gonna be that. Like, there's always gonna be a kid. Every class got a kid that don't listen. You know what I mean? Every class. And some classes may be better than others, right? But every class got that one nigga that listen less than all the other kids. And that nigga always ready for some static.
Yeah.
That was me, unfortunately. That was me in my class. Like even amongst the smart niggas, I was the dickhead. I was the one that was like, fuck you. So it was like, it is what it is, bro. Like, you're going to find that shit. Like, this is always going to be bad cops, bro. There's always going to be bad people. There's going to be bad people, bro. It's a part of human nature. Like, it's in the shit. It's like, if the world is like a video game, that's like a program. That's an NPC. Like, that shit going to be there.
You gotta figure out, we just need processes to solve it. That's the main problem we don't have.
We need to make processes. Exactly. Oh, we do have processes, but they're not good. They're not efficient. I mean, we send niggas to jail. It's not efficient. Jail is just not efficient. That's the only problem with jail. Like, we need to put these niggas somewhere, but jail doesn't work. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
We gotta put them niggas somewhere. Like, these niggas that's just wilding, we gotta be able to identify them properly and just put them somewhere where they can do the shit that they do away from regular niggas. But they don't gotta be in prison. Like, that shit bad. Like, they human still. Like, that's the thing. Like,
prison is just an incubator for crime.
Yo, my uncle told me the realest shit. He was like, you want to know how to really become a fucking real criminal? Once you go to jail, bro. That's what real criminals are born. Because like my uncle was like, all right, bro, say you like a young little drug dealer, right? You a good man, you a good kid, you know, you got caught up with some stupid shit. You get sent to jail, right? But you a smart kid, like you a smart kid, you just got caught up in some shit, right? Now you in the system. So you can never, ever, ever get a real job ever again, right? So you got one option, right? You a smart kid, you got one option. Either you suffer for the rest of your life trying to impress the white man, or you become the best goddamn drug dealer you can ever become. Or if you got sent to jail for murder and you getting off early, be the best at this hood shit that you could possibly be. So it's like you go into a fucking room with a bunch of hood niggas. Like, you know, in Baruch they got us networking with professionals.
Yeah.
That's what jail is for hood niggas. Jail is a conference. It's a conference for hood niggas. Like, all the hood niggas, all the best hood niggas get sent to jail. So they go talk to other hood niggas, and the hood niggas say, no, young man. You was doing the drug game all wrong. Here's what you gotta do. Here's how you do it, and you gonna make some more money. And they teach them all this game and shit. They make them tough. You know, they start fucking working out and shit. They go into the Huff and Ball goddamn time chamber in that bitch. They come out there super thug. And then now they on the scene, they on the street, even bigger, even badder wolf than they was before they went. And we want these niggas to stop doing what they doing. It's like you sending niggas to boot camp to learn how to be better criminals, and you make us feel like shit because we become better criminals. And then now because black people got the most criminals because we keep getting sent to fucking criminal training camp every fucking time we do something bad. You keep doing bad shit, we're gonna put you in a place where you can learn more bad shit. What the fuck? That's what society does. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, we need to rehabilitate these people. That's what they do in Europe.
Yeah, with the new prisons, all that. It's like a camp.
You go to prison for 2 years. You get a therapist, talk about your problems. You figure out your life. You get a skill. You get a craft. You know, you get a fucking vocation. You learn how to fucking better yourself. Be a better person when you leave here. Yeah, oh God, don't come back here. Please, I don't want to see your hair ever again. Like, that's real. I don't want to see your ass ever again. I'm going to help you. I'm going to give you everything you need so that you never bring your ass back here ever again. Think yourself. Because some niggas need that shit. Some niggas need some time to be away from niggas and figure their shit out. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they was doing bad shit because they didn't understand themselves or they was bored of some shit. Niggas need some time alone. That's what jail's supposed to be. Get some time alone by yourself. Figure yourself out.
Because in the States, people have this, like, the thing is, like, the States, they treat life as black and white, where it's very gray.
It's gray.
I always say good people do bad things and bad people do good things.
Right.
And the way when the media and like entertainment portrays crime is just that all crime is bad and there's in this side good and bad.
Right. Like, you're a criminal, you're automatically like evil.
Yeah, but some people aren't just evil.
Yeah. Well, there's good hood niggas, bro. Like, there's hood niggas that are like good people. Like, they're good people. They sell drugs. They sell their fucking cocaine or they sell their fucking weed, and they go back to work and they go back to their kids, and they love their kids and they love their wife and shit. But they just gotta sell this work because they got sent to jail. Are they bad people? No. It's the circumstances.
Because a product can be good and bad. Like, exactly. If you're in a neighborhood, like, if I say that, some people are like, no, you're not. But like, I am, I guess, what study would call the positive example.
Yeah. Like, you could be a good drug dealer. Like, you could be an evil drug dealer too. Like, think about it. If you're a good drug dealer, right? You give your product, you give your customer the best possible product so that they don't hurt themselves. Like, you know, when I buy weed, like, I know good drug dealers. Like, I'm like, bro, this nigga always make sure to give me some fire shit. Like, he makes sure. Out real quick. Oh, so I'm sorry. I did out. But like, this good. I mean, let's hypothetically, right? If you were going to buy drugs, you'd want to at least buy drugs from somebody who sells the actual drug that they sell, and that they care about you enough to not lace your shit with something bad so you can die. And you can have a bad drug dealer. You can have a motherfucker that gives you PCP just for the fun of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And there's police officers like that. You know, there's good police officers that might let you out for the fucking warning because you did some stupid shit. You know, slap on the wrist, right? I've had those. I'm sure a lot of people have had those. Probably not as much as white people probably do, but you know, we probably all experience at least one police encounter. Hopefully, maybe. I would hope. Pray to God that someone has at least had one good encounter with the police and can just be like, okay, they're not all bad. Just the right ones. Obviously, a lot of them are bad, but you know. And then even with people, you know, like you were saying, your point, like, it's gonna be good people. There's gonna be bad people. Like, there's gonna be Malcolm X and Martin Luther King, and then there's gonna be Hitler and shit and Stalin. Like, there's gonna be these niggas. No matter what you do, there's gonna be the good and the bad. This is how we move around this shit. It's the yin and yang symbol. Life is the yin and yang symbol. That's what life is. It's good shit, bad shit. It's chaos and order. It's up and down. It's left and right. Like it's like shit that's different, opposing each other just together.
And the thing is, like, a lot of times we get caught up in the differences and we ignore the similarities. If a lot of people look at similarities, like, you're not that different.
Same. Everyone's similar. Everyone's the same.
Because I think in World War II, it was like the Germans and the French were fighting each other.
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably getting the countries wrong. And then, like,
No, they were fighting, yeah.
no, I'm talking about, like, the specific countries.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
like,
Germany pulled up on France, yeah.
I'm not talking about for this example.
Yeah. I know what you're saying. Like in the example that Germany and French are fighting.
Yeah, but, like,
They did fight. They did, yeah.
I know they fought, but I'm talking about for this example where it was Christmas and they started celebrating Christmas together.
Oh right, yeah. I remember that. I know that story, yeah.
And it's like, but it was the outside forces, like, the country was like, hey, you guys are at war, fight. And it was like, they're trying to do everything to not fight. Like, hey, we're going to shoot at 7 o'clock in the morning. We're going to shoot up. So if you guys lay down, then you guys won't get hurt.
Facts.
And they did that, but the general was like, the country was like, hey, this is war, fight.
And them niggas is like, I'm on break.
Like, we just celebrate Christmas. You guys are cool.
We cool. These guys are cool. Yeah, we gonna kill each other later, but like, let us have this Christmas, nigga. Shit. That's what I'm saying. Like, at the end of it all, these niggas know they're not that different. Like, these niggas know that they're not that different. They're just on the opposing sides. Like, this war shit is literally a battle of just opposing sides. You don't believe what I believe, so I don't fuck with you. Or like, you have some shit that I want, and you won't give it to me, so I'm gonna take it from you. That's what war is, bro. It's simple shit, but it's part of life, bro. Conflict is a part of life, like conflict in general. It's just mitigating how far it escalates.
Yeah.
Bro, I think that's what guys are good at. Like guys are good at doing that shit because guys know that we can fight. So like me and you talking, and it's like, all right, bro. Like, do I want to fight this nigga right now? No. All right, I'm not gonna say nothing too long. Like that's why I think the guys talk. It's like we could. That's why we can like fuck around and like be assholes to each other. Because we know, like, no matter how much of an asshole that I am to you or you are to me, like, that don't really hurt. But getting punched in the face kind of hurt. So as long as we're not doing that to each other, all this shit playful. All this shit, this talking shit is playful. Like, it's nothing. Because we could be fighting right now. That hurts. But it's a conflict is a part of life. Like, you're not going to avoid that shit. It's going to be conflict as long as shit is different. You know what I'm saying? Like, as long as there is different, there is going to be conflict. When shit the same, if everything is exactly the same, nothing is going to have any kind of conflict with each other. But then nothing changes. Everything's the same. Shit trash.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
This balance and this sucks.
It's hard.
Balance sucks.
Balance sucks, but it's good though.
You need it.
You need it. Because like how, like for example, right? You know shit is bad, right? But like how would you know shit was good if you didn't know what bad shit looked like?
Yeah, it's like it's only light because of darkness.
Right.
And only darkness
Like
because of light.
Darkness is an absence of light, right? Light is an absence of darkness. But you need to have both to understand each other. Like, you can't have bad without understanding good.
Yeah.
You can't have good without having understanding bad. Like, you're not going to understand what's good if you don't know what's bad. Because everything that's not good is probably bad. And everything that's not bad is probably good. There's neutral, but then that's boring. No one likes neutral. Neutral is trash. You want good at least. But if we have bad, we at least know there's good. Like this, I just remember that. And whenever the bad shit's going on, I'm like, there's something good going on here. I think if everyone focused on that, like I think of like, if when all this shit around you is going to shit, whatever is going good, focus on that shit.
sometimes it's just certain situations are hard.
It's hard, but it's
Like
always like think about it. If there wasn't at least some shit going good for you, you wouldn't be alive.
I guess like if you're like in the Jeffrey Epstein thing or the like the sex trafficking thing, I think that's an extreme example, but like that's hard. Like that's one of the times like with something with that statement is like yes, if you're being nitpicky, like say you're breathing is a good thing, but even then, I think a lot of times
But
torture is worse than death.
oh yeah, no, but I'm saying if you're living for no reason, that's when it fucking sucks.
Yeah,
Like that's what sucks about being a slave, like being sex trafficked too. It's like they're prostitutes, right? But they have a choice, even though it's like whatever you can feel about prostitutes, however the fuck you want to feel about prostitutes. At least they are making a choice, right?
sometimes.
But that's what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm separating it. Like there's like girls that are being sex trafficked. Like they just there's like these girls in Europe that get like drugged and like they're just put in perpetual high and they just raped while high and they can't do nothing about it because they're so fucked up all the time that they literally cannot do anything and this dude's just fucking them. I'm like, holy shit, that's disgusting. Like it's a freedom issue too. Like it's mostly the freedom issue. It's not like the rape is a freedom issue. Like all of that shit is a freedom issue. It's like she should be able to have that fucking choice of whether she wants to sell her body or not. But you're taking away her integrity and her sovereignty essentially, and taking advantage of her. That's fucked up. That's evil shit, man. It's like that's evil shit. But like, what is good? Not that shit. Like whatever is wrong about that, do the opposite. That's good. Like, like, like we wouldn't know how bad humanity would get without Hitler.
And unfortunately, people had to be sacrificed. It's just
Not even sacrificed, man. It's like it is what it is. Because calling it a sacrifice would make it seem like Hitler dying was not a good thing. Like, but it's like Hitler existing wasn't a good thing. But we know now how bad shit can get because of how bad he was. So it's like that's the good thing that we got from that. Is
like
the fact, yeah.
like nuclear warheads. Like it's a bad thing that they're here because they could just end things, but they're keeping us calm. Like
Yes, bro, it's like fighting, bro. It's like guys can talk all this shit, but when we get to fists, that's when it gets rough. Like Russia can do all this shit. China can say whatever the fuck they want. America can say whatever the fuck we want. Like, but we all know, like, don't think that like you better than us and you gonna shoot us with the missiles and we not gonna bust back. Like, okay, you wanna you everyone knows that if you antagonize each other too much, the first nigga to shoot a missile is the wild one. It don't matter how far we get.
yeah,
That's why Kim Jong-un wild.
it's like this is the nuclear warhead is like the cap right here,
Right.
and it's
That's
keeping us from going here.
right. And
Like,
here is death. Like mutually assured destruction is up here. Like we don't
yeah,
want to go there. Like we gonna die if we pass this threshold.
yeah.
So whoever does it is y'all fault we all die. You gotta take the blame. So what country is gonna get angry enough that they're willing to destroy the world? Because Kim Jong-un is saying all this shit. He's just posturing. Because he don't got that shit. He just talking all this shit. We gonna blow everybody up when we get the missiles. No, y'all not. No, they not. Because you gonna die. Nigga, Russia was talking all that shit. Soviet Russia was talking all that shit. And then they got the nuclear bomb and it was like, yeah, bro, I don't know if it's worth it.
Like the
we
missile
did.
crisis.
Yeah, like Russia was all gung-ho about fucking America up with a nuclear bomb until they got one. It was like, oh, I don't know about that. We gonna both die? All right, fuck them, but I don't want to die too. Like that's the whole Cold War. That's all Cold War was. Fuck them, but
Everybody had a finger on the trigger, but everybody was like,
yeah, everyone got their finger on the trigger, but everybody like, if I pull this trigger, I'm gonna die.
that's what I think. unfortunately we need army. Like I want peace. I think war is just a poor man fighting a rich man's battle.
Yeah.
But if like you said, like we said earlier, somebody's gonna make an army because nobody else has an army.
Right. And
And then
somebody gonna
take
try to
over.
take advantage. Right.
Yeah.
So you gotta have your shit together and your army so that if they try to pull up, you ready. Because there's always a nigga with a gun. There's always a nigga with a gun at the party. Yo, that's a fight. Yo, you don't even know what you just gave me that. Like you just gave me that shit. Like I'm thankful for that because that's so fire.
He was like, what? He was just like,
it's the first like, oh, it's perfect.
I seen a meme. It was like something like Brooklyn party. It's like, told the guy don't bring a gun. He was like, why? And he was like, what?
Why not to bring the gun?
Yeah, and just like, what?
Bro, that's so funny. Yo, wow. Don't bring the gun. Why? What? What you mean, why?
Why?
Bro, because that ass, like, what you mean, why? Like, no one gonna bring a gun. Why you need just? But then the excuse is this. What if somebody bring a gun, though?
Like, if it's not gonna be me, it's gonna be somebody else.
But I